The day Arnab Goswami told his colleagues he was quitting Times Now, I thought it might be a good idea to watch the News Hour because it might be one of his last prime-time shows in a long time. His topic of discussion that day was it right for the 8 Simi militants to be killed in the Bhopal encounter? And this is how he set it up.
Out on the loose, after having slit the throat of a police constable, planning a major terrorist strike, having broken through the walls of a central prison, under trial for executing bomb blasts, and obviously all of them a grave and severe threat to national security, the usual suspects are very unhappy that these people were confronted and gunned down by a vigilant police force.
So Arnab claimed that these 8 men were planning a major terror strike and were a grave threat to national security. Now, where did he get this from? From the Madhya Pradesh Home Minister, who shared this with the media without a shred of evidence to back up what he was saying. Yet Arnab presented this to his audience as the truth. Why? To justify the encounter. But does a news journalist mislead his audience in this manner? No. Now listen to the first question that Arnab asks of those who were critical of the Bhopal encounter.
Question number 1 tonight. Do these usual suspects agree that this was not the case of a petty thief escaping prison, but rather a group of hardened criminals and terrorists who have executed bomb blasts?
Now, how does Arnab Goswami know that these men were terrorists who had conducted bomb blasts? He doesn't, because they have not yet faced trial, and he knows that. These are not convicted criminals. He knows that, but he has kept this from his audience. Does an unbiased journalist do that? No. Now listen to his next 2 questions.
And question number 2, which one of these usual suspects would take responsibility if these same terrorists had struck with a major terrorist strike? Which one of these usual suspects would have taken responsibility if tens and hundreds or thousands of civilians would have been killed as a result of not eliminating these terrorists?
Here's a counter question. Would Arnab take responsibility if it were proven that these 8 men had been murdered in a fake encounter? I wonder. Arnab's next question focused on Constable Rama Shankar Yadav.
What about the human rights of Constable Rama Shankar Yadav, whose throat was slit at 2:30 in the morning by these Simi men, by these terrorists?
Why does Arnab assume that the killing of Constable Yadav would not shock those who are criticizing the encounter? It shocks us all. The men who slit that man's throat should be brought to justice, but not executed, as Arnab Goswami wants. Sadly, the evidence that would show Constable Yadav being killed, the CCTV footage inside the jail, we're told the CCTV footage does not exist, the CCTV cameras in the jail were not working, and Arnab Goswami swallows that glaring lie. For him, Simi equals terror equals punishable by death. No questions asked, no need for a court trial. Not even when the STF chief of Madhya Pradesh conceded that these men had no arms on them. Arnab Goswami does not seem to see the need to ask, why were these men not asked to surrender? What danger did these 8 unarmed men present to 25 armed personnel of the Madhya Pradesh STF? Was killing them the only option available? The nation wants to know, but it seems Arnab Goswami does not want to know, does not want to tell the truth anymore. And that, for all of us, is dangerous.